Hello and welcome everyone. Today in this session we will continue with the lesson number 1 of class 11, that is the introduction of geography. Already we have discussed about the two approaches that is in geography. So based on these approaches, different branches of geography are divided. So the first branches of geography based on systematic approach. Based on systematic approach, there are different branches of geography that is divided. So the first branch is physical geography. So physical geography is that part of geography which study about the physical features of the earth. That is, we can say the climate, the soil, the natural vegetation, all these are physical element of the earth. So the part of geography which study about the physical element of the earth, those part of geography is called physical geography. So again, this physical geography is again subdivided into many different branches based on which part of physical environment it study. Based on that, again it is divided into different branches. For the first one here, it is geomorphology. So this geomorphology itself indicates what it study. So geo means earth, morpho means rock. So logy means study. So it study about the rocks, that is the rocks that is found on the surface of the earth. Now it has a little bit difference with that is studied in geology. Already we have discussed this geomorphology has come from the sister branch of geology. But the geologists, they study rocks, but they study rocks as a its chemical formula, then what are its condition, on what condition that particular rock has been grown, all these things they study. But in geography, in geomorphology, we don't study of the chemical formula, the condition of growth, all these things we don't study. We only study about the particular rock and its relation with the environment and as a part of the earth surface. Rock as a part of the earth surface, how it form a particular landform and what is its contribution, what is that particular rock's contribution in forming minerals and all. These all things only we need. Other than that, we don't need about like the geology study. So geomorphology is the study of rocks. Second is climatology, number 2. So climatology is the study of climate. So climate in different parts of the earth, we find different kind of climate. For example, in the polar region we find ice covered region. So in the mountainous region also it is very cold and ice covered region. In the equatorial region it is very hot type of climate and rainy, hot and wet, that is always rainy. So near the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, so we used to find some parts of the year it is hot, some part of the year it is cold. So this type of climate where it is found, in what type of climate where it is found, and what is the influence of that particular climate on the life of the people. Studying all this thing is the work of climatology. Then next is hydrology. So hydrology is always related with water, we know. So hydrology means study of the water surface of the earth or the water realm. It may be a particular river, it may be ocean or sea, it may be a lake, it may be a pond. So study about the water realm of the earth is known as hydrology. Next is soil geography. Soil geography is the component we have already discussed in the previous classes. The soil is the component which is forms the top layer of the earth surface. Suppose this is the earth, the top layer of the earth is known as soil. On this soil only different kind of plants grow. Then the types of mountain or hill, small hill, that is on that also soil is found. So the top layer of the soil, studying the top layer of the soil is also the work of geography, that studying the soil. And in geography, in soil geography, we used to study different kinds of soil, what kind of soil is where it is found, and what kind of environment, which kind of soil is formed. So these are the subdivisions of physical geography. So let us move to the next division based on systematic approach. The next division is human geography. So we have studied about physical geography. Now this is human geography. Human geography studies all the features that is related to human being. All the human related features is studied by human geography. So here human geography is again subdivided into many other branches. So the first one is social and cultural geography. So it is everything related with the society and culture. Now here in all this division we need to keep in mind that we are not going directly to the field or sister branch that we are taking, like the social and cultural geography is brought from other branch, but we are not studying about the society, we are not studying about the culture, but we will study in geography the impact of society or impact of culture on the on geographical environment, either on the people or on the land surface or the physical features. So in all these aspects we will study on the only the geographical point of view. It will study from the geographical point of view all impact of all these things on physical environment or on the people. So in social and cultural geography we study the social and cultural aspect of different things like religion, then tradition, food habit, dress pattern, all these things we study in social and cultural geography. Next, in population geography, next branch is population and settlement geography. Here we study about the population, growth of population, birth rate, death rate, then adult literacy rate, life expectancy at birth. So how it impact the total population of a particular country, because the population of a particular country affect the total growth of the country. So next is settlement geography. So in settlement geography, how houses are constructed. In either it is constructed beside a road, on both the side of the road, or beside a lake, a big lake, beside the lake all the side houses are constructed, or different types of settlement are there. Based on this, what kind of settlement or what kind of in what pattern the houses are constructed, this is called settlement, and in settlement geography we study all these things. Next, economic geography. Economic geography, in economic geography we used to study about money, some aspects of money and its influence on the environment or forming the physical features, then transport, then tourism, then industry, all these things are included in economic geography. Now economic geography has very important influence on geography, that is on the physical environment, on people's life, on their dress habit, their food habit, dress pattern, everything. Next, historical geography. We need to study about the history of different places. So how here history does not means about the kings and queens and all, what war they fought, where they have gone on, not all these things, but history of a particular physical feature, you can say, or the history of a particular culture, tradition that is found in a particular place, or the history of the certain custom that is found in a particular place. We need to study that. So if a mountain is there, how that mountain has come, we have already discussed when the question came, why. So after that, why all these things came into being, that if a mountain is there, why, how that mountain has come, so what is its history. So that this kind of history we used to study. Next, political geography. In political geography, firstly we demarcate the political boundary of places, like a state, it may be a state, it may be a country. Nextly, political influence on geographical phenomena, geographical features. So how politics influence or how political strategy influence the geographical aspects. These are things we study in political geography. So the next branch of geography based on systematic approach is biogeography. So biogeography means study of the plants and animals, study about plants and animals. And also here also, as I have discussed above, that we will study only the geographical aspect, how it has relation with geography. Now it is a separate branch like botany is the study of totally independent study of plants. So here we will not study plants for any other purpose, but we will study it as a how it influenced the environment, how it influenced the what type of plants is found where. So its sub branches, first is plant geography. We study in plant geography different kinds of plants. Now in different kind of environment we used to find different kinds of plant or different characteristics of plant. Somewhere it is very tall, somewhere it is very short. Now what kind of plant where we find and why we find that particular kind of plant in that particular place. All these things, study of all these things is work of plant geography. Next is zoo geography. In zoo geography we used to study about animals, different kinds of animals, and in what environment we find what kind of animal. So if the particular animal, same kind of animal is found in two different kind of environment. Now why these two different kind of environment, why these two different animals we find. So next is ecology or ecosystem. So ecology or ecosystem is a particular environment or the total full environment which is needed by a particular organism or a particular living being to survive. That particular environment is called the ecosystem. So suppose for a fish, the total a particular pond is needed. The particular pond is the complete ecosystem for that particular animal or particular what called fish. So this study of this ecosystem is called ecology. So this is in a very short material. Later on if you opt geography, then you will study it in elaborately. So ecosystem means the total environment with all its plants and animals, whatever in a particular environment, and it is totally independent. This particular environment don't have relation with any other part of environment. Next is environmental geography. In environmental geography we study all the problems that has come up in the environment. For example, it may be environmental pollution due to industries, due to automobiles, etc. It may be the cutting of the mountains, hills for construction of industries and for construction of different kinds of industries or roads or agricultural sites or different things. So these are the subdivisions of biogeography. So these were all the branches that were divided according to systematic approach. So let us move to the next topic, that is branches of geography based on regional approach. So based on regional approach, the branches of geographies are different, that is regional studies or area study. So in regional study, if you take the whole world is divided into small regions, again that small region is again divided into small region, then the study is done. For example, here macro region means a very big region. Then meso region is comparatively smaller region. Then micro region is very small region. So then regional planning. So regional planning of a particular area, any plan that is made for a particular area. For example, it may be the planning for a country, it may be planning for a town, it may be planning for a village. It is called as urban planning, rural planning, then the planning for the whole country. Next is regional development. So regional development, it is same like it is planning. So area wise development study, how the particular region has developed in a particular period of time, between a particular period of time. Then regional analysis, if a region has developed or the changes that has taken place, so is analyze that particular thing in a systematic way. So all this comes under these are the divisions of or branches of geography based on regional approach. So apart from the above branches or above classification already we have studied, there are certain classification that is common with all the subjects. So those classifications are, first is philosophy of the subject. Philosophy does not mean the philosophy what subject we know. So here philosophy of the subject, that is philosophy of geography. So here it is geographical thoughts, that from where the first concept of geography came, what are the contributions done by the our ancestors or the people who first came into the field of geography. So next is human ecology. So study about the human environment or human thinking or the thoughts that has come up in the field of geography. Though these all things are not needed in this higher secondary section, still the name and the classification you should know. So if you go for higher studies, then you need to study all these things very elaborately. So next is methods and techniques. The methods and techniques that is applied in geography. This use of these methods and techniques only have made geography very applicable in the modern world, or it is very fruitful for using these methods and techniques for doing the applying geography in the modern world, or it is huge, highly acceptable. So first is cartography and the methods and techniques. Cartography is the techniques of map making. So map making is a very important, or you can say the most important thing that is in geography, because map is needed in everywhere. In every field map is needed, and geographers, they used to make map. So the making of map is called cartography. So at present there is computer cartography also, making of map with the help of using computer, with the help of computers, and it is very accurate and exact. So this is cartography. Next is statistical techniques. So there are many statistical techniques that is used, like mathematical calculation, mean, median, mode, and different things, to find out different statistical phenomena, or to lend to a particular solution resulting from different kind of calculation that is done with different kind of data that is collected from the field. So to find out certain kind of solution from those data, or to make these maps also, these statistical techniques are used in geography. Next is field survey. Geography is always related with field survey, because geography is the study of the environment. If a geographer don't do field survey, firstly he cannot know the environment well, because it is practically knowing the environment and studying in book is totally different thing. So if he don't do field survey, the real phenomena he will never be able to know. So field survey is a very important field, or important part of geography. Next is the technique that is used in development of geography, that is like remote sensing. It is a technique used for studying different parts of different areas where people physically cannot go. So then GIS, it is Geographical Information System. So it is a technique that is used in geography at present. Then GPS is very widely used, that is Global Positioning System. So in this GPS is very well known to everyone in mobile, in computer, then in different even in school buses also nowadays this GPS system is used. It is the location of longitude and latitude of a particular place, from where we can indicate who is located where, what place is located where. So this is called GPS. So all these systems are very newly introduced to geography, which has made geography a very widely accepted or very widely demandable subject. Now let us enter to the main topic of this lesson, or the main point of this lesson, or this whole book you can say. So physical geography and its importance. So in this whole book we will study about physical geography, and why do we need to study about physical geography, what are its importance. So in physical geography we study the 4 spheres of the art. The first sphere is the lithosphere. It is study about the landform, the relief features, the different kind of physiography that we find on the surface of the earth, like mountain, plateau, plain, etc. So atmosphere, it is related about the air. So the air component of the earth, that is, you can say the atmosphere, the environment that surround us, then the type of pollution that surround us, all these things. Then next is hydrosphere, the watery part of the earth. It may be river, it may be lake, it may be pond, ocean, sea, everything. Studying about the watery part of the earth is called hydrosphere. So we study about the hydrosphere of the earth. Then biosphere, the life form, the study of the life form on the earth. So study of all these 4 spheres of the earth where life exists is called biosphere. So study of all these 4 different life form is known as is done in physical geography. Now here in this diagram you can see these are the 3 different spheres of the earth. This is lithosphere, this is atmosphere, and hydrosphere. So the part where these 3 spheres interact with each other in this sphere. So this is known as biosphere, because in biosphere all these three components are needed. If there is only air and water, then also life cannot exist. If there is only land and water, then also life cannot exist. So for existence of life, all these three component is needed. So only in this area where these three components are equally available, in this area is only known as biosphere. So here only life is found. Apart from that, physical geography also study about soil, the type of soil that is found. The process of soil formation is known as pedogenesis. So the factors or the factors responsible for soil formation is known as parent rock, the rock from where soil is formed, that is called parent rock. Then climate, the type of climate in which the type of soil is formed, that also influence the type of soil formation. Then biological activities, like human being also can break soil, plants also can break soil, animals also can break soil. So all this comes under biological activity. And when time is added or when time passes on a particular soil, its quality, its characteristics all goes on changing for a very long period of time. So study of this soil is a very important part of physical geography. So apart from this, geography also study about climate. So climate of a particular place. When climate of a particular place, it says, then firstly come precipitation. Precipitation means types of water that falls from sky to earth. It may be rainfall, it may be drizzle, it may be snowfall, it may be hailstone, anything. So type of precipitation it study, because type of precipitation influence the life of plants also, life of animals also. So next, the temperature of a particular place. So in different parts of the world, temperature is different, and it is due to different cause. The cause for the temperature is very different. Then also it is study the groundwater aquifers, the availability of water underground. Then the influence of the modern technology on environment, that is also one important aspects of study in modern geography. So as a result or as a whole, we can say physical geography is a very important or very upcoming discipline, a very significant upcoming discipline that is taking in the market, or you can say taking the attention of many people. If physical geography should be studied, because at present the environmental problem that has been coming, it is only because people don't know about the environment, people don't know about the physical environment of the world. So we should very well know about the physical environment of the world, the physical geography. Then only we can tackle with the problem, or we can go in the particular way that we should go without harming the nature. So as a result, that physical geography is a very important branch that has been attracting the attention seekers for development of the environment and moving in a way that is very good for both environment also and for human being also.